Hello students, my next video on respiratory disorder. So this is the last video in this chapter, in this breathing and exchange of gases. In this chapter, this is the last topic, respiratory disorders. So in our syllabus we have some respiratory disorders. We will discuss these respiratory disorder. So first of all, first disorder is asthma. So asthma mainly it's occur due to the inflammation in bronchi and bronchioles. So inflammation takes place in the bronchi and bronchioles. So what are the symptoms of this asthma? The difficulty in breathing, next cough and wheezing. So these persons, they are suffering from difficulty in breathing. In these persons the breathing become very difficult. Next cough, severe cough is also occur. Next wheezing sound. During breathing process, some whistle sound, a small whistle sound is produced from the lungs. So these symptoms are occurred in the these symptoms are appear in this asthma. So in the asthma, mainly asthma means inflammation is bronchi and bronchioles. So why these inflammations are mainly caused in the bronchi and bronchioles? Mainly due to the allergies. In allergic condition, so these allergies they causes the asthma. So main reasons for allergies. So allergies means when the body exposes to allergens. When the body is exposed to allergens, for example, the dust particles and pollen grains acts as a allergens. So when inhale these dust particles, pollen grains, they are enter into our respiratory system. They stimulate the immune system. So as a result, in our immune system, mast cells are present. Mast cells. So these mast cells, they produce the chemicals. They are called histamines. So the mast cells secretes or produce large amount of histamines. So these histamines, they brings the inflammation in the bronchi and bronchioles. Inflammation means the swelling is occur in the tubes. For example, this is the bronchi tube, this is the walls. So normally in normal condition, these bronchi and bronchioles like this, in the middle this hole is present. Next, whenever inflammation takes place, so here the swelling is occur. As a result, the diameter of that middle portion, the diameter is decreased. As a result, the passage is decreased. As a result, the air cannot pass into the easily. So that condition is called asthma. Next disorder is emphysema. So emphysema is a chronic disorder. It's a chronic disorder. Chronic disorder means dangerous disorder. Here what will happen? The alveolar walls get damaged. Okay, alveolar walls. Here the alveolar walls in the lungs are filled with many alveolar sac. Actual exchange processes takes place in the alveoli. So in these conditions, the alveolar walls get damaged. So as a result, the respiratory area, the respiratory area is decreased. So as a result, the sufficient amount of oxygen cannot diffuse into the blood. Next, at the same time, carbon dioxide is not also diffused into the outside. So it affects the exchange process. Affects the exchange of gases. Mainly due to the smoking of tobacco. So it's mainly due to the, mainly occur in the smoking of tobacco. So that is emphysema. Next, third one, bronchitis. Bronchitis. Third one is the bronchitis. Bronchitis means same inflammation in bronchi. Inflammation in bronchi. So mainly it's due to the infections, due to the viral or bacteria. So these infections, they causes the inflammation. Asthma is due to the allergic conditions, due to the allergies. But here this bronchitis due to the infections. So here also the inflammations occur, as a result difficulty in breathing, next severe cough is occur, severe cough. Next, severe cough with thick mucus, that is also called plum, thick mucus or plum. So that is about bronchitis. Next, pneumonia. So mainly pneumonia caused by streptococcus pneumoniae. Streptococcus pneumoniae. This is a bacteria name. It is a bacteria, Streptococcus pneumoniae. This is also called Haemophilus influenza. So these bacteria, they cause the pneumonia. So along with bacteria, some other virus and protozoans, fungi also cause the pneumonia. So in this pneumonia, the lungs are filled with fluids. Lungs filled with fluids. So the lungs in the respiratory system, the lungs and alveoli are filled with fluids. So what will happen? They also affects the exchange process, the exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange. So these are the main respiratory disorders. Next, first one, asthma, emphysema, bronchitis and pneumonia. Next, occupational disorders. So occupational disorders means our body exposure to for longer period for any harmful substance. So that harmful substances enter into our respiratory system. It cause the damage to our respiratory system. So that type of disorders are called occupational disorders. So means our body exposure to for longer period. For example, when we are working in factories, cement factories, other mines, coal mines, like this. So for a longer period, we are working in particular places. So our respiratory system can damage due to the inhalation of that harmful substance. So these are called occupational disorders. So in this one, first one, asbestosis. Asbestosis means inhalation of asbestos. So accumulation of asbestos in our lungs, that is damage our respiratory system. Next, siderosis. Siderosis means inhalation of or accumulation of iron particles. When we inhale iron particles, so that iron particles also damage our respiratory system. That is called siderosis. Third one is silicosis. Silicosis means accumulation of silica dust. During mainly in the people who are working in the mining and quarries. So in that people they inhale the silica dust. So that silica dust is accumulated in our lungs. Next, black lung disease. Black lung disease. So mainly black lung disease is occurring the person who are working in coal mines. So the persons who are working in the coal mines, they inhale the coal dust or that carbon particles. So that carbon particles enters into our respiratory system, they damage our respiratory system. In this mainly our lungs become into the black in color. So that's why that disease is called black lung disease. So these are the respiratory disorders.